Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. In this video I want to talk about the Pixel 3a XL versus the Samsung Galaxy A70. Now I told you in another video that this is the phone that I got as a direct competitor to the Pixel 3a XL, and we're going to talk about it in this video. We're going to go ahead and go down some things and look at some differences, so we can compare the two and see which one would be best for you, or which one I think is best for me. So let's get another light. No, we won't keep that light on. So let's start with hardware and design, and we'll go with the Challenger first. So that is this particular device right here. So fingerprints and all, folks. Get one of my microfiber cloths. Fingerprints and all. Hardware on this thing is absolutely gorgeous. And that's the downfall of having such a glossy back like this. You end up having to, keep it clean or whatever, but that's fine. So you've got this color shifting back cover on this thing, and this phone is plastic and glass on the front, and the Pixel 3a XL is also plastic polycarbonate. But you've got this nice design here with the color shifting, and you got that nice rainbow mirror effect. You've got 3 cameras back here. You've got a 48, 8, and a 5, and then you've got a volume rocker and power on this side. You got a noise canceling microphone up here, I believe, somewhere there it is. And then you've got a headphone jack Type-C and a speaker down below, and then a SIM tray over here. And then on the front here, you have, I use the facial recognition unlock. You have 2D facial recognition, which means it's really not that secure, but that's why it's really fast. And you have an in-screen fingerprint reader right here, which is accurate for the most part. I've been using it for a minute now, and it's accurate. Not the fastest, but yeah, it's there. And on the front here, obviously you have a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display coming in at 1080p, and this is absolutely great. So the phone has 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and also has an SD card. So they threw in the box, I got a free 128 gig Class 10 card actually, and it's actually pretty fast. You've got that 32 megapixel, I said 48, didn't I? I meant 32, 8 and 5, I'm sorry. And then you have another 32 up front that records in 1080p. Now over to the Challenger, you've got the well-known design from Google. This has been their iteration for the last 2 rotations, looks like. And this is a nice design. So you got this white back. It comes in different colors too. This comes in different colors as well, but you got this flat feel, matte feel right here, and you have the glossy top. You just have one camera up there with a fingerprint reader on the center of the phone. You got a nice high accented orange power button there on this white model. The volume rocker, the headphone jack and microphone up top, and then Type-C and speaker on the bottom. And this actually has a dual speaker setup. And then you have a 6-inch display on the front, and this is an OLED display. This is OLED, right? Yeah, this is an OLED, and this is a Super AMOLED. So 6 inches versus 6.7, and you see the size here, it's actually not that much bigger. It is not a lot bigger at all, man. It's just a little bit taller, and you get 0.7 more. Pretty interesting. Now this is a 20:9 phone, so it feels really good in the hand, even though it's got a much bigger display. So as far as hardware goes, I give this one to the Samsung Galaxy A7. I think it looks better, and it's still, even though it's bigger, it feels really good in the hand. It's got just a nice overall look to it. You've got that fast, well, I didn't even try to do that, but you got that fast facial recognition, and you have an in-screen fingerprint reader. And while the in-screen fingerprint reader is nowhere near as stable as this fingerprint reader right here, overall design and hardware goes to this device right here. Much bigger screen, much higher quality display when watching content at times. And even though this does not have stereo speakers, and this one does, something about this display is immersive, because you've got that kind of all the way up, edge up display. It's got the little teardrop thing in the center there for the camera. So yeah, hardware and design, I think it goes to the Samsung Galaxy A7. So while we're here, let's look at screens, and I have the same photo up right here on both of the displays. Now when I look at this in person, the photo actually looks a lot sharper on this device right here, the Pixel 3a XL, than it does in like looking through my eyes. Now I'm not looking through the viewfinder. You guys are looking through the viewfinder. I'm looking directly into the phone's And the screen over here, this photo for some reason looks a heck of a lot sharper on this device. And I just went to Google, and as you can see here, it's still open. I typed in HD wallpapers, and I just downloaded them both like this, and then I set them on the device like this. And so I'll do it again for you. Let's go to wallpapers. Let's go in here. Let's go in here, 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 here. And with the Pixel 3a, you have to set it all the way out. And over here, it'll do it by default. It'll automatically set it for you. So, you know, this is all I did with the wallpapers. And in this photo, it actually looks better. It still looks a little sharper on the Pixel 3a XL. But I'm assuming that's only because of the bigger display over here, so it has to stretch more. But you can see how immersive this display is compared to the Pixel 3a XL. And it's definitely shows a lot more screen. It's pretty much all screen, if you will. As far as displays go, I kind of favor the Galaxy A70. It just looks really, really good, really immersive when watching content. And that is just something that it is about it. Again, even though the Pixel 3a XL has the stereo speakers, it just feels way more immersive, and it's actually, the Super AMOLED display is it's beautiful, man. It is a beautiful, beautiful display. Now, moving on to, I'll go ahead and jump way over. I'll jump way over to battery life. Now, the battery life that I'm getting on this device, this Pixel has what, a 3,700 milliamp hour battery inside, and this one has a 4,500 milliamp hour battery inside. This one has a 25 watt fast charger, and this has an 18 watt fast charger. So, as far as battery goes, believe it or not, I'm kind of getting the same. I'm pulling down possibly, I've been getting around 7.5, maybe 8.5 on this device, and I can pull that down on this device. But where the Pixel 3a does better is standby. Now, again, even though this phone has the bigger battery and have all the same apps on here, yeah, the home screen is set up a little different. I have more things on the Google Pixel, actually. The battery life on this device, I'm going to give the edge to the Pixel 3a XL, because the Pixel 3a XL has much better standby time than this device right here. I literally can have taken the Pixel 3a XL over a day, almost into 2 days. And I'm sure I'll be able to do that with this phone because I'm still in my infant phase. However, judging by the screen on time and the time that I'm getting in standby, it's a lot higher on the Pixel 3a XL. So even though this phone has the bigger battery, the standby time, it could be an app, it could be anything. And remember, I'm in my infant phase with this phone, so I've already given you one battery update on this device and on the A70, and you know, it's good screen on time. But standby time is important. If you have to charge your phone a lot, you have to charge your phone every day, that could be an issue for some people. So battery life, while they are probably equally matched in screen on time, I got to give that one to the Pixel 3a XL, because again, that standby time is killer. It's killer, man. It literally, it's really, really good. So app opening is something that people tend to focus on. So you know, all the apps are should be closed except for the browser and this right here. Let's close it. So let's open up Instagram. These don't mean much to me. This has a Snapdragon 670 and this has a 675, but this is an 11 nanometer chip and this is a 10 nanometer chip. 6 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs of RAM. You know, so it plays a part. But you know, I'm still not convinced that this is there's any kind of let me switch to my right, to the right, make them both the same so they can be on the same thing here. I'm not convinced that, you know, these app opening tests mean anything. So here we go. You know, you see, so if I scroll through, you know, I don't see much difference. And they're pulling in the same ads. That's pretty impressive. There's a photo missing. Let's see here. Oh no, it's just, I guess it's just out of order or something, or farther down on this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the ads are in a different place, that's all. But yeah, pretty much, man, I don't see like As far as performance goes, I just don't see it, man. I don't see that one is better than the other. That's her car, by the way. If you don't know who she is, she's on the Mopar side. That SRT chick. Don't go subscribe to her because of what this photo looks like. This is her Hellcat right here, which is why we rock together, because we're part of the Mopar family. But just looking at these photos right here, they're both really, really accurate. The blacks look really black. The photo pops. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. It's, but on the 6.7 inch display, you can see how it appears to show just obviously a little bit more. You get more. You get a hair more on the bottom down there, but nonetheless, that's just a part of it. So I don't think app openings and things like that really play too much. They don't mean much to me when it comes to performance on a phone, because it's just you're gonna be running in circles saying that, oh, this one's faster. So they both perform well as far as performance goes, meaning the 675 with the 6 gigs of RAM runs like a champ. The 4 gigs with the 670 runs like a champ, and that's where I'm at with it. Now, something that you probably think is important is cameras. So I'm going to stop for a second. We're going to take a look at the cameras. I'll show you some photos. I'll shoot some photos right here in the office. I'll just take a couple of them right now, and then I'll show them to you. I'll pop them up on the screen. So I took that one, and now let's take it on here. I'll also show you video. Now this phone has a wide-angle lens, and the Pixel 3a does not. So I won't even bother shooting in a wide-angle setting because it's pointless. But if I just look at these right here, if I just look at them like this, you can clearly see that the Pixel is able to handle the light better. It processes the image so much better. This is so much. I don't even have to pop these up. You can clearly see it right there. You can clearly see that the still shots on the Pixel device is just king of still shots. King of still shots. It's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again with another colorful item here, and just to show you, the Pixel is just like the king of representation of it can handle certain things, man. So let's get in here. I think still shots are fantastic on the Pixel. There's a little bit of slow processing time on the Pixel, I noticed, but still. Now, that doesn't mean that this device is worse than the Pixel as far as camera quality goes. No. That just means that it's got a fast shutter time. That just means that I think in that situation, the Pixel was more accurate. And in this situation again, you can kind of see it looks like they both did a really good job that time. They're both a little off in that setting, but the A70 is a lot sharper, it appears. Yeah, the A70 shows more detail, it appears. Yeah, but still shots, honestly, I give it to the Pixel because I think portrait shots are important to me. You guys know I like the portrait shots, and portrait shots on here, they're okay. But the Pixel does fantastic with still shots with one camera doing that processing. Oh, this device is so beautiful. Ugh. So, still shots, I definitely give it to the Pixel. But now let's look at video. And, yeah, I won't spoil it for you. All right, guys, so here's the Challenger. This is the Samsung Galaxy A70 for video. What do you think about this? It's going to be real brief, quick samples because this will probably be a very long video. Super sunny outside. If you haven't seen the other video I did with the cameras on just the Galaxy A70, I'll probably pop that in, because I put a snippet of the Pixel versus the phone, the Galaxy A70 in that video. So I might put it in this video too. I don't know yet. But here's the Galaxy A70. And now here is the Pixel 3a XL. Real brief shot with this phone. It's always very windy here where I live at, so let me know how these microphones are canceling out noise, wind in the back. Yep, there's the Pixel 3a XL. All right, now here they are side by side. I gotta tell you, man, the A70 is working it over, man. Like for real, for real. It's crazy. And we're back. Yeah, I had to splice that in there for you. Now, what you just saw, in my opinion, and I like the Pixel 3a's cameras for video, but again, I'm all about the competition. I want a phone to get beat. I want another phone to come along and beat it out. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, this phone kicked the Pixel's butt when it comes to video. And before you say, well, a lot of phones kick the Pixel's butt when it comes to video, that's just not true. The Pixel's cameras are beast mode for video. Very nice. But front camera slaughtered by this 32 megapixel camera, in my opinion. And the rear camera, extremely accurate for video compared to the Pixel. So, hey, hate it or love it, here's what it is. I think the Galaxy A7 just beat up on the Pixel for video. Still shots though, I definitely give that to the Pixel, but that's not something that you didn't expect, right? You knew that the Pixel would take great still shots. This phone takes great still shots, especially outdoors. I mean, outdoors now, it gives the Pixel a run for its money. Just taking a regular photo outdoors in the sunny and everything, I think it runs with the Pixel. But still shots and certain, like this lighting right here, this is a setting that I use all the time. And the Pixel can handle it either way because of Google's fantastic system for processing images. Again, a little slower on the processing, but it comes out really accurate, and I really like the way it looks. For video, I give it to the Galaxy A70, and still shots, overall, I give it to the Pixel, even though it doesn't beat out the Galaxy A70 by much. Now, just overall experience, this is a stock Android device. This is not a stock Android device. This is running One UI. This is obviously going to get updates faster than this phone, I would assume. I would assume that the Pixel 3a is going to get faster updates than the Galaxy A70, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. One advantage that this phone does have that I didn't mention is it has Dolby Atmos, so when I do plug in, it blows. It's just fantastic. Unbelievable sound quality. It's ridiculous. They both sound good with Bluetooth earbuds and headphones, but when you plug in on here, that Dolby Atmos is beast mode. So, that being said, final thoughts are what? Price. So this is $480, and this is fluctuating. I got mine for $348. You can get it for $360 with 3 months of cell phone service through B&H. Those who want to know the model of this phone, it's the A705MN DS. If you just have to know that, just go order it from B&H if you just really want to get this phone. I took a risk and got it. See, if you remember my other video, I told you I wouldn't have ordered from eBay if I'd have known I could have gotten it from B&H. But it was too late. They shipped the phone too fast, and it was already here, and I verified the model, and it does work with US LTE. However, I'm gonna recommend B&H because with B&H, yes, it costs $360, I believe it is, but you get 3 months of cell phone service with that you can pass it on to a family member or just sell it, whatever you want to do with it. But $348 or $360 is the highest I've seen it, compared to $480. Yeah, and the lowest I've seen this is $378. But if you have to activate a service through Best Buy or some Verizon or something like that. So overall winner for me, is definitely the Galaxy A7. The Galaxy A7 performs just as good as the Pixel 3a XL, but it has a much nicer display. The cameras are on par. The video quality just destroys the Pixel, in my opinion. It's just a better. This is just way more immersive. It's nice and thin. It's got a beautiful design. While I love the Pixel 3a XL, in this particular battle, I definitely give it to the Galaxy A7. So what are your thoughts? It's your man Jay, the winner in this battle right here. I love the Pixel 3a XL. Don't get me wrong. Please, don't get me wrong. But you got to give credit where credit is due. Coming in at $348. And the bad part, the only downside I found to this phone right here is that it's not officially sold in the US. That's it. That's the only downside that I've found, is that it's not officially sold in the US, and that's unfortunate. Because this right here comes to the US at $350. It's gonna kick a whole bunch of phones' butts. For real, for real. Yeah. It's your man Jay. These cameras on here for video are straight up beast mode, man. So I'll see you guys in the next video. What do you think about my comparison? Do you think I was fair? Do you think I was biased? You guys know I'm totally into the Pixel 3 XL, but I don't know. I think this phone just took it down, man. At least in my testing. So it's your man Jay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if you have both of these. If you were considering one of these, I still recommend the Pixel 3a XL. But obviously, if I have these side by side, you say, Jay, which one should I get? I'm gonna ask you if you're willing to save some money and do a quick jump on eBay or B&H. These are fully unlocked to all carriers except for like CDMA carriers like Verizon, Boost, Sprint. Won't work on there. So anyway, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video comparison. The Galaxy A70 versus the Pixel 3a XL. Still got love for this phone, but this phone is a straight up beast. I want to say something like, Samsung nice, stand up. Finally got a win in there from Jay Will. Nah, you know I got love for Samsung products long before some Samsung nice, man. But all jokes aside, this is the winner right here, man. It's your man Jay. I'm out. Alright guys, so here's the front-facing camera on both of the phones. This is the Pixel 3a XL, and this is the Galaxy A70. And you just tell me what you think about the quality from this, and then I'll switch over to the rear. Alright, so I'm kind of just holding them here. I don't have wide angle turned on for the Galaxy A7 because the Pixel doesn't have wide angle. So I'm just holding them at arm's length. So whatever the distance is that you see on each camera, I obviously see what you once I get it on the computer. Yeah, we'll see how the quality looks. You know what I'm saying, and we'll see what you guys think about this device next to the Pixel 3a XL. What do you think?